all of us, well, thank you all for being here today, first of all. All of us face challenges and make mistakes in our lives, and my thoughts and prayers are with Representative Todd and his family right now. On a personal note, I only hope that he takes the necessary steps to address this issue. Now, having said that, I have read basically what you all have written and don't know much more than that, don't really have anything to add at this moment. I'd be glad to try to answer a few questions if you all have some, but again, I've read what you've reported on this, and that's basically what I know.
Has anyone spoken to him since this happened?
Yes, I spoke with Representative Todd this morning, and we had a brief personal conversation. We did not get into the details of what happened.
You say necessary steps. What sort of necessary steps are you?
Well, I think if there is a problem on a personal level, he needs to deal with it at a personal level, and that's all I mean by that.
Is he going to keep his chairmanship?
Well, I think it's too early to really know if he's going to keep his chairmanship. He's done a good job, and I certainly hope so. We're not going to make any rash decisions until we have a detailed conversation with him, and also with the Speaker of the House, who actually makes those appointments. She is actually on an airplane today, going to Montana to look at a college with her daughter, and is unavailable right now. But when she gets back, I'm certain that we'll have some meetings on this and make some decisions.
Do you anticipate that Representative Todd will run for re-election next year?
I just really don't know. Have not talked to him about that, and just don't know how to answer.
Should this prevent that in any way, do you think?
Well, until we know really what happened, I'd be hesitant to.
Where had he been drinking?
I honestly don't know the answer to that. Don't know where he had been last night, but I think the police report that I saw in the AP story said he'd had 2 drinks, or that he'd had 2 drinks, and that's really all I know.
He was alleged to have been carrying a loaded handgun in the car at the time, and if he had been drinking, that's obviously something that he said that people didn't do when they had handgun carry permits during the whole guns and bars conversation. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, I think it's a bad idea to drink and carry a gun, obviously. Now, I don't know the details of what happened with Representative Todd last night, but I think he would agree with me, and I know he would agree with me, that people who are drinking should not have loaded handguns with them. And I really don't know the details of his situation, but in general.
If we can't trust the sponsor of this bill to follow it, can we trust all the rest of these handgun carry permit holders to follow it?
Well, I don't know if we can trust the sponsor to carry or not, but until we find out all the details, I'd be hesitant to answer that.
Representative McCormick, can you say what you talked about with him this morning?
It was just a personal conversation that I had with Representative Todd this morning, to call him and tell him I was praying for him and being supportive of him on a personal basis, and that's all there is to it. Besides that, again, all I know is what I've read, and I think most of you wrote what I read, so if you don't have anything else, that'll be it for now, and hopefully later today maybe we'll have some more information. Certainly when the Speaker gets back in town, I know she'll have some information for us.
When did she get back?
I honestly don't know. She was on an airplane and I couldn't reach her on the phone, so I just know she went to Montana with her daughter to look at colleges.
The chairman of the Tennessee Democratic Party was quoted as saying that there ought to be severe consequences. I guess if he's found guilty, he's got to be found guilty, I guess. But any thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe the Democratic Party chairman ought to read the U.S. Constitution before he executes someone for something they haven't been convicted of yet. Would be my suggestion. I better get out of here before I get mad at the Democratic Party chairman.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all.
Thank you.